Speaking of nice and naughty, here's Mr. Trick or Treat, Sean Daly, out at Howl-O-Scream.
Hey, thank you, Bill Logie. Mr. Trick or Treat. I feel like I should have a dance with that. Yes, I'm standing in the greenhouse of Deadfall, one of the new houses at Busch Gardens Howl-O-Scream. I went through this the other day. It was terrifying. I was brave and very, very chatty, but still very terrifying. And look at that. I'm sporting a beautiful new wound. Tastes like raspberry. But how do you do such a thing? Let's talk to Scott Swenson, the Spookmeister General here at Busch Gardens. This was relatively simple to do, wasn't it?
Well, it was relatively simple because we have a phenomenal makeup team. Right. And what they did was our makeup team actually makes these prosthetic pieces that are all molded for us. And like I said, there's a team, every night there's a team of like 8 to 10 airbrush artists and prosthetic artists.
Total, but you guys have 8 houses plus all the scare zones.
And then to fill that, that takes about 800 or 900 frontline performers. So it truly takes a village to raise something like Howl-O-Scream.
Sure.
But with this, after we put the prosthetic on, then we can go back in with color and blood.
3 kinds of blood?
Well, there's actually 3 different colors.
3 colors of blood.
And 3 different thicknesses or viscosities of blood. So there's the really thick, chunky blood. This is the dark.
I love that Metallica album, Viscosity of Blood.
Yeah, Viscosity of Blood. It was, and if it isn't a Metallica album, it should be. It should be. But and then you just kind of go back and add all the colors of bruises and burns and do a couple of veins.
I can't believe you don't. I mean that. A great makeup team, but pretty small to handle all those people.
Well, that's just our prosthetics and airbrush team. Then we have another team of 8 that does the 2-dimensional painting, and then most of the frontline monsters and ghouls actually do their own makeup. They work from a plot and a design,
right.
and they actually apply their own stuff. So it's just one layer after another, and that's just in the makeup. So
later on in the hour, we're going to talk about the anatomy of a scare, and like in Deadfall, there's a scare early on that just blew me away, and we're going to talk about how you did that. But let me ask you, something like Deadfall, how many people does it take total to put on something like this?
Oh, gosh. Well, the cast itself, there's a cast of about 60. And then there's a stage manager and
for
a
show house?
For one house.
Oh, my God.
And then there's a stage manager and a show manager. Actually, our show manager this year, Ben DeWitt, is phenomenal. He does some incredible work for us because he keeps everything actually running. Everybody sees me and they think, oh, the Howl-O-Scream guy. But the truth is, I'm just a face. It's hundreds of people.
You're more than that, Scott Swenson.
Well, thank you very much.
All right, real quick, give them the website.
Go to Howl-O-Scream.com, find out about our 8 haunted houses, find out the best ticket package for you for whatever night you want to come.
All right, we'll have more with Scott later and more of my delicious wound. Look at that. How cool is that? I'm never taking it off.
He doesn't have to get that close to it. Frank